Women should sleep on their side, not back, during late pregnancy. That's according to a new study looking at sleeping position and baby activity published in the Journal of Physiology.
The key findings in our studies are that the mother's position during sleep in late pregnancy dramatically affects the baby's activity.
That means how much the baby moves in the womb, something that can tell us a lot about its health. This is the latest in a whole series of studies to find a link between sleeping position and the risk of complications.
And all of the case-controlled studies show that back sleeping in late pregnancy is associated with an increased risk of stillbirth.
In fact, 9% of stillbirths are linked to mothers sleeping on their backs, regardless of any other risk factors. That's a lot of lives. But exactly why this link exists isn't so clear. To investigate, the researchers filmed 30 women who were 34 to 38 weeks pregnant and continuously recorded their babies' heart rates using special monitors all night. It's quite the setup.
And then we were able to correlate the position that the mother was in with the baby's activity state.
The idea is that the way the babies behave in the womb indicates their health.
And a lack of activity or reduction in fetal movement is associated with a baby who's not well and is at increased risk of stillbirth.
There are generally 3 categories of fetal state in late pregnancy. 1F, when the baby is very quiet, in deep sleep.
And the baby's not moving and the heart rate is very, very stable, unchanging.
Then there's 2F.
When the baby is asleep, but there's quite variation in the heart rate.
And finally,
4F is a very, very active state when there's a lot of fetal movement and the heart rate is all over the place, basically.
And across the 30 women, they only ever saw this active state when the mother was on her side.
If the mother was on her back, we really did not see state 4F.
Whenever the mother was on her back, the baby would be very still. But so what? During this inactivity, Peter says,
the baby is adopting a quiet state because back sleeping may well be causing a mild hypoxic situation or hypoxic stress for the baby.
He says the baby is getting less oxygen and changing its behaviour to use as little energy as possible. Not an issue for a short period, but over time, this lack of oxygen could be causing problems. These findings, plus the data from all the other studies looking into stillbirths, point to one conclusion.
The public health message is that back sleeping or supine sleeping is disadvantageous for the baby in late pregnancy, and we would recommend that women do not sleep on their back, do not go to sleep on their back.
The important thing is trying to go to sleep on your side. If you roll back in the night, don't worry too much, just shift back to your side when you wake up.
That's a significant number of babies potentially could be saved if mothers did not sleep on their back.